Did I ever tell you how I swore I'll never turn out like my dad or mom? Ah, youth. So full of confidence, yet so blind to reality. Let me take you on a little journey. I call this one Life is a Full Circle.
Welcome to a fresh new week on Humor Meets Storytelling with Dr. Muthoni Omuhango. Step into our happy little corner of the internet, where wit and wisdom go hand in hand, and every story is wrapped in faith, fun, and a generous sprinkle of humor. The week may come with its challenges, but here, we believe a hearty laugh and a heartfelt story can make all the difference. Whether you're looking for a mood boost, a fresh perspective, or just a reason to pause and smile, you're in the right place. In just 10 minutes, we serve up laughter, insight, and storytelling, a perfect way to reset, recharge, and refocus as you step into the new week. So wherever you are, commuting to or from work, sipping your morning coffee, winding down from a long day, or simply needing a pick-me-up, plug in, press play, and let's laugh a little, learn a little, and live a lot. Tune in daily on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Spotify, and WhatsApp, and let's spread the joy. One story at a time. Life's too short. Let's make it count.
You see, my dad, bless his ambitious spirit, paid good money to get electricity in our village home. It was a big deal back then, a sign that, we had arrived. And how did we, his dutiful children, reward him for this noble effort? By setting the stage for his melodramatic daily performance, the turning off of the lights. Picture this. He would storm around the house, muttering about how we had, left all 8 rooms blazing like we were auditioning for a Christmas lights competition. Hey, who left this room like this? Are we paying to light up the whole village? He would snap the switches off with so much gusto, you would think he was, shutting down a nuclear reactor. I saw I'll never be like him. No way, not me. When I had kids, I would let them be free. Leave the lights on, bask in the glow of modern convenience, live their best electrically lit lives. But then life happened. Fast forward a few years, and there I was, standing in my house, giving my kids a lecture about the importance of turning off the light when you leave a room. I could hear my father's voice in mine, and let me tell you, it was terrifying. What happened to me? Oh, I'll tell you what happened. An electricity bill that made me question my very existence. Suddenly, I understood why my dad turned off those lights like his life depended on it. Because it didn't. But wait, there's more. There's more. My mom had a special cabinet. Inside it lived the holy grail of utensils, plates, cups, and spoons that only saw the light of day on special occasions. Weddings, yes. Distant relatives who had traveled far, certainly. A random Tuesday, never. My young, defiant self saw my family will use special plates every day. Why keep them locked away, like gold coins in a dragon's hoard? Ah, naive me. Fast forward again. Between my toddlers wielding plates like frisbees and the nanny conducting what I can only describe as, progressive redistribution of kitchen wealth to her home, my glorious collection of everyday use special plates, they dwindled. By the end of it, I had 6 plates and 4 spoons. At one point, family dinners involved someone eating with a fork, like it was, some high society experiment. That's when I became my mother. The cabinet returned, this time stocked with a new set of special occasion utensils. Why? Because you never want to be that neighbor, the one sheepishly knocking at your door to borrow plates because visitors have arrived and your last surviving spoon is went somewhere under the couch. So here I am, friends, a perfect blend of my parents. Life has a way of humbling you and turning you into everything you want so you never become. And honestly, I think I'm okay with that. So, here are my 3 lessons today. 1, life will teach you empathy the hard way. As children, it's easy to dismiss our parents' actions as unnecessary or overly dramatic. But as adults, we learn that their wisdom came from lived experience. God often uses life's challenges to shape our understanding and deepen our empathy for others. First Timothy 5:1 to 2 says, "Do not rebuke an older man harshly, but exhort him as if he were your father. Treat your younger men as brothers, older women as mothers, and younger women as sisters with absolute purity." Understanding where others are coming from helps us to honor their wisdom. Two, wisdom comes from experience, not intentions. No matter how noble our intentions are, reality will always adjust them. We may plan one way, but God's way of teaching often comes through experiences that shape us. Proverbs 16, verse 9, it says that in their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Life requires flexibility and humility to learn from what God allows us to encounter. 3. Stewardship is key to sustainability. Managing the small things in life like electricity or household items may seem trivial, but it's a reflection of how we manage greater blessings from God. Stewardship is a biblical principle, and how we handle resource today prepares us for future responsibilities. Luke 16:10 says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." Being a good steward ensures that we honor God with what He has entrusted to us, whether it's little or much. 4. Be intentional with the home environment you set for your kids. The environment you create in your home, your values, habits, and attitudes will shape your children's future behavior. Whether it's teaching them stewardship, respect, or love for others, your example will leave a lasting impression. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it." Parents are called to intentionally build a foundation that nurtures their children's spiritual and moral growth, knowing that their influence extends far beyond childhood. So, as I come full circle to becoming the spitting image of my parents, complete with my dad's turn off those lights voice and my mom's hide the good plates strategy, I must say, I appreciate their ways more than I would like to admit. But let's not get sentimental. The journey of parenting doesn't end with just turning off the lights. Oh no. It's also about passing on life-shaping values to the next generation, which brings me to the book in my hand today. If I Had a Son, Stories of Manhood to Our Sons by Gitonga Mutani. Now, this one is for all parents and aspiring parents out there who occasionally look at their sons and think, what exactly am I supposed to be doing here? Let me tell you, every boy today is a man in the making, and trust me, we need to raise them right. They say the gentleman is an endangered species, and let's be honest, the evidence is everywhere. Socks with sandals, no one holding doors anymore. And don't get me started on some of those manly dance trends on TikTok. But here's the good news, we can do something about it. This book is all about raising a wholesome man, the kind who knows how to respect women, hold integrity like a badge of honor, and yes, turn off the light when they leave a room. Yitonga Mutani gives foundational insights that, if planted into a young man's mind early enough, can grow into a sturdy oak of gentlemanly character. Think of it as the handbook for reclaiming manhood and restoring its lost glory. Because let's face it, we are all tired of the bare minimum brand masculinity. So, as I embrace the parental quirks I once, rolled my eyes at and tried to raise kings who can balance character with charm, this book is helping me to do just that. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, one day my son will thank me for teaching him the value of good set of utensils and how to keep the lights off.
Let's meet the author. Gitonga Mutani is a born-again author, boy-child advocate, entrepreneur, and travel enthusiast. Residing and working on the outskirts of the picturesque town of Chuka in Tharaka Nithi County, He is deeply engaged in the political landscape and community development initiatives within the region. His passion for writing began in Class 6, when an observant English teacher recognized his talent for composition and encouraged him with additional writing assignments beyond the standard coursework. This mentorship ignited a lifelong writing culture, prompting him to craft essays on diverse topics throughout high school and later transition into blogging as an undergraduate student. His blog steadily gained a loyal readership, extending their influence even into his corporate career. It was through one such blog post that a devoted reader encouraged him to transform his insights into a book. What began as a mere suggestion soon became a reality, and today, his debut book, If I Had a Son, has been met with positive reviews. With a deep passion for positive masculinity and the role of men as God intended, Timothy continues to write and inspire. His next book is in its final stages, with more works taking shape under God's guidance. Through his writing, he seeks to equip men with the wisdom, strength, and purpose needed to navigate life with conviction and integrity. Find more at africanauthors.net. That's a wrap on today's episode of Humor Meets Storytelling with Dr. Muthoni Omuhango. As we close, remember, laughter is a divine gift, and every story is a gentle nudge that God's grace is always at work. If today's episode made you smile, think, or simply breathe a little easier, don't keep it to yourself. Spread the joy. Send it to a friend, bring it up over coffee, or even spark a conversation with that random person next to you. Trust me, we could all use a little more light in our day. We hope your week is unfolding beautifully, just as it is for us. Join us again tomorrow for another 10-minute dose of humor, wisdom, and storytelling, the perfect reset for your mind and heart. Until then, keep laughing, keep loving, and keep leaning into God's unshakable joy. This is Humor Meets Storytelling with Dr. Muthoni Omuhango, signing off with faith, fun, and a heart full of stories. See you soon.